This is the Randi Rhodes Show on 960 KNEW and online at 960knew.com.
Here's today's talking point from your official guide to being a good Republican. Talking point number 307-A. We kind of wish Barack Obama would just stick to grabbing guns. But no, President Grabby Paws feels a compulsion to also reach out and grasp the hands of ruthless dictators, as Representative Eliana Ross-Lehtinen pointed out.
When the leader of the free world shakes the bloody hand of a ruthless dictator like Raul Castro, it becomes a propaganda coup for the tyrant.
Now, it's been pointed out to us that this handshake took place at the memorial service for Nelson Mandela, a man renowned for reaching out to even his worst enemies. To that we say, good point. There was no better time to take a swipe at Castro than right after Nelson Mandela died. Finally, you don't have to worry about getting a reproachful glare from Mr. Perfect. But no, Obama couldn't seem to rise to the occasion. Oh, but it's just a handshake, the Obama apologists will whine. Right. First you're shaking hands, hey buddy, how are ya? And then you're shaking in your boots before the forces of communist evil, in the words of John McCain.
Neville Chamberlain shook hands with Hitler.
Nice going, Obama. Really, well done. Your pathetic need for human contact may have caused World War III. In the future, please try to keep your hands in the pockets of the job creators, okay? God designed the human hand for grabbing things from the weak people who don't deserve those things. Did you learn that? Hands are for taking, not for shaking. And that's talking point number 607-A from your official guide to being a good Republican. Adios.
Conservatism is a racket.
It is a racket, and it's a racket that's designed to make you hate each other, is what it is. It's a racket designed not to solve your problems, so you can't think your way out of a box. The budget, okay? We got this crappy budget. It's awful. Not nearly bad enough for conservatives, but it's awful. It's absolutely awful.
This bill reduces the deficit by $23 billion, and it does not raise taxes. And it cuts spending in a smarter way. From the outset, we knew that if we forced each other to compromise a core principle, we would get nowhere. That is why we decided to focus on where the common ground is. So that's what we've done. That means to me a budget agreement that reduces the deficit without raising taxes and replaces some of the arbitrary across-the-board spending cuts with smarter, permanent reforms that pay for this relief. The House budget reflects our ultimate goals. It balances the budget within 10 years. It pays off the debt. But I realize that that is not going to pass in this divided government. I see this as agreement as a step in the right direction. In divided government, you don't always get what you want. That said, we still can make progress toward our goals. I see this agreement as that kind of progress, as a step in the right direction.
Oh, yeah. All right, so now the right wing is trashing Paul Ryan, which, fine with me. I never liked the guy. I don't think he's a mental giant. I don't think he's a big thinker. I don't think he's a, economist of any sort. I don't think he's anything but a guy who wants to run for president in 2016 and knows that he can't do it if his party keeps shutting down government. However, I will say that the people who are going to pay for Ryan's budget is very Ryan-ish. Very Ryan-ish. They go after unemployment benefits in a big way in this budget, and they go after federal workers in a big way. In a big way. So let's just have a look-see at where we are in America before we actually dissect the budget so you can have it in context, okay?